I don't know if you guys know this, but there is actually 72 genders now, which means that men are better than 71 genders. Boys! Yeah, you're right. Carried away. I actually went to a bar that had gender-neutral washrooms, and it's kind of weird because I'm just like taking a shit in a girl's washroom. And there's like these 20-year-old girls looking at me like, what are you doing? I'm like, this is your idea, 20-year-old girls. Pin this on me, you know? But then I came out and I was telling my buddy it was kind of weird, and he goes, dude, this place doesn't have gender-neutral washrooms. You just took a shit in the girl's washroom, and everyone's talking about it. Ooh, I guess I'm a little more progressive than you. I have a friend who his girlfriend came out of the closet. She said she's gender fluid, which means half the time she's a girl and half the time he's a guy, which means my buddy's gay half the time. Which sucks because she pays the rent and he's like, oh, do I get a job or do I have a boyfriend? Like, it's a complicated dilemma he's in. I don't know how it works. Like, can they switch mid-sex? Like, he's having sex with her and it's like a full moon or wherever it happens. And he's giving it to her and she's just like, give me a beer. Like, well, I guess it's jail rules tonight.
This guy is great. Today we're checking out Ryan Long, an amazing comedian destroying woke people non-stop in this compilation. Make sure you go follow him and subscribe to him. Link in the description. Let's go!
I saw, but there's like a big crisis in New York because they kept shipping in migrants on buses. The governor of Texas is doing it, and he's in a wheelchair, which makes it like kind of more evil, you know? And obviously in New York, we're like, cool, right? But we were bluffing a little bit, you know? They were like, we're shipping you busloads of migrants. And we're like, good, I hope you do. And then after a few months, we're like, they're still coming, huh? That is, I mean, that's kind of a lot. No, it's good for sure. No, we do want them. We were bluffing a little bit. It's kind of like if a dude was like, dude, I want to the shit out of 10 girls. And then they were like, we have all 10 girls on their way to your house. You're like, all 10 right now, tonight. No, I will fuck them. No, I did. You're right. No, I did promise to fuck the shit out of all 10. That is.
Oh my God, this guy is wild.
No. I was watching a couple argue once at a bar, and the guy goes, you're a fucking bitch, this and that. And the girl looks at him, she goes, my last boyfriend made 3 times as much money as you. I'm like, fuck. Fuck. Real shit that hurts feelings. I didn't even know what to do. He was just like, okay. Well, you know I'm trying, Jennifer. Just chug it. That's not how you hurt a girl's feelings, by calling her a bitch. What you need to do is break her down slowly with little comments about her physical appearance. And if you want to be that guy, you know, just little shit. Like, were your eyes always that far apart? Like, just a little comment. Well, recently my girl was like, oh, I don't even think I'm hot. 6 months ago, she thought she was gorgeous, so that's progress I've made. I'll give you an example. Okay, we can talk about hot chicks, obviously, because there's none here, right? And, well, there obviously is, but I'm just trying to lower the girl's self-esteem a bit for the boys. Boys! Okay. I just want to give you a quick movie recommendation, The Marvels by Disney. Yep. Now, this film is just what the doctor ordered. Brilliant film from the all-female cast to the all-female writing team, kicking ass for 2 hours straight.
Can't believe you were without me.
Well, I didn't see it yet, but it is on the to-do list, and I don't need to see it to know that this is what the action movie genre was missing. Just a paradigm-shifting, complete departure from the toxic preferences of the Avengers fan base.
It's a cinematic home run.
Bingo.
And when I saw negative reviews from trolls commenting on the massive budget and the low box office numbers, I said, you can add a couple more to the revenue column because I'm coming to see it twice.
I'm sure you loved it twice.
I haven't gone yet, but once I do, I will most likely go a second time because from the pictures and articles, I can already tell this will be rewatchable.
I believe Stephen King said it best. The people gloating about this film's downfall are unpleasant. He then went on to mention hasn't seen it either, but most likely will in future, if not in theaters, the moment it gets to streaming platforms.
My friend's a reviewer for Salon.com. He's on the horn right now with a glowing review.
Best thing Disney's done, hands down. Haven't seen it yet, but I already know it's incredible.
What? These two are super funny together. We can all agree that Hollywood is way too woke now.
I moved here from Canada, so I'm an immigrant. Wouldn't expect you guys to understand my struggles as an immigrant. White immigrants different, obviously different, but the worst would be like Indian or Asian. I know people that their parents moved here and they'll be like, I want you to date an Indian girl. And it's like, well, then, Dad, why'd you move me from where they all are? Crazy thing to tell a teenager. 95% of the p***s off the market, right? Sometimes they're more specific. I need you to date a Hindu. It's like, why don't you cut my dick off then, Dad? Why don't you just cut it right off? Well, you're good with my bitch mom. How about that? I dated a girl who was like that, by the way, and her dad wanted her to date a Indian doctor, and she dated a white comedian. And he didn't want to listen when I tried to explain to him that laughter is medicine, so... a bit of a doctor myself. I have a friend who's actually in a progressive relationship. He's getting married and he's going to take his wife's last name, but he wants her to take his first name. Like, they're both going to be Doug Smith. It's a 2019 thing. He will be breastfeeding that child as well. It's 50-50 everything. She breastfeeds for 10 minutes, then the kid sucks on his dad's tits while they pour milk on his head in the name of equality. The kid's like, I don't want to suck on my dad's tits. The kid's 12. Listen, you sexist pig. This is how we do it in this family. Listen, I know what you're thinking. There's no point of a man breastfeeding. Well, yeah, there's no point of female firefighters, but as a society, sometimes we need to jam a square peg in a round hole in the name of progress. If you guys were male feminists like me, you'd be willing to make those sacrifices.
Okay, this guy. This guy is bringing comedy back. Absolutely beautiful.
In a new book, President Biden is quoted as saying the key to his long marriage is the good sex, and what many people are calling a really gross image.
California resident Brad Thompson has said, look, it's one thing if Biden wants us to believe there's no inflation or his memory is good, but asking me to believe that he's just laying the smackdown on Jill in the bedroom is a bridge too far even for me.
Biden's press secretary has released a statement backing him up, saying Mr. Biden lays pipe just as good today as he did when he was 25, and that it is actually Donald Trump who can't f***. The First Lady is constantly walking funny around the White House, and if you think President Biden isn't drilling her properly, then you ain't black.
Members of the media are coming forward now saying they have seen evidence firsthand in the Lex Steele dossier of Mr. Biden just absolutely going to town on the First Lady and can personally attest to her having multiple O's every time he revs up the jackhammer, which he allegedly refers to as his Keystone XL pipe.
If I do get married, I want my wife to be Muslim just because there's a lot of good shit in there about obeying your husband. And she'll be like, I don't want to do the dishes. I'm like, Allah, she's not doing it. Allah, we had a deal. Talk to her. Put your burqa apron on. Thank you. I worship gay Allah. He's like normal Allah, but really gay. Kala, I call him Kala. Allah's a little bit gay. He's like, don't draw me, I look fat. I'm not religious. The only thing I know about religions is every single one hates gays and loves hats. Across the board. No to gay people, yes to hats. Like, whatever God you have, when you die, he's gonna be straight as fuck with a huge hat, fingering a girl. Kid Rock, basically. My name is God! My God, I don't want to put a face to you.
Oh my god, this guy is unconsolable.
Imagine in 10 years, China takes over and you have to speak Chinese the way other people have to speak English. You know what I mean? You were in the bunker, and then you come out after 10 years after the war, and you see me at the cash register like, oh, wrong, damn, wrong, damn. And as a white dude, you're like, what the fuck? So you're telling me that white guys can just do the Chinese accent again? The eyes. You're like, they make you do the eyes. They give you government mandated CCP tape. Just wondering if you might be interested in donating some money to Donald Trump's legal fund?
No, definitely not. I'd rather donate my own.
To help Donald Trump? No, thank you.
That's a no. If you donate over $500, we put you in a raffle, and there's a chance to win a brunch with Eric Trump.
He is the most odious person on the entire planet.
Basically, we send you a mug of that mug shot every month.
I hate Trump. Hate him. Do you know what that means? Do you think I'd want to give him any money?
Basically, a mega hat in the mail every 3 months. There's like a Sleepy Joe nightcap, a signed bottle of Rudy Giuliani hair dye. Shout out on True Social.
No, definitely not. No, I would rather
myself than have lunch with Eric Trump.
I mean, the chance of you winning the raffle are low, but there's other things.
Hope he
At the
has the very best lawyer and gets many years in prison.
This guy is wild. He's not afraid of anything.
Ever meditated? Jail. What did you go to jail for? You know what?
That's what black people do. I did it.
What do black people? I don't know any stereotype about black people doing crimes. I think you're thinking of a different comedian. Are there stereotypes about black people that? Also, not my favorite city for this topic, but.
That makes sense.
I think actually religion could solve some of the world's problems, but you guys aren't going to like it. But people talk about global warming. This is how religion would solve that. There's 1 billion Muslims right now, and they pray 5 times a day. So on the last pray, they should all agree just to blow on the earth to cool it down a bit, like 5 times a day. I knew you weren't going to like it. Listen, it's fine. You racists are thinking the spicy curry breath is going to make the earth hotter. That's what racists were thinking. Fine. Option 2, the Jews that control the weather just turn it down a bit. So that's the second option. And whoever solves it first gets to keep Israel. Hey. I'm not going to apologize for solving both of Greta Thunberg's problems in one joke.
Oh my god, this guy is too good. I haven't laughed that much in a long time.
So I was moving recently and we were looking at moving companies, but because of the algorithm, they kept showing us this one company that was like an all-girl moving company, like a shitty moving company, right? And honestly, I'm not even saying that to be controversial, but like, has any dude here ever been moving with his chick and halfway through is like, babe, you gotta start a company. You are crushing it. You gotta take this pro, baby. All right, how about this? All-girl moving company called the Ex-Wives, and they just take half your stuff. How about, come on, that's a pretty good idea. You can have it. It's your idea. I'm sure every guy's dated a girl where she's like, oh, I have a really hard time coming, and we have to be like, haven't tried this dick. And then we all come back from trying to make a girl come like the American military comes back from spreading democracy. Like, I think it might be a 20-year project. Spreading democracy is really hard. And a lot like trying to make a girl come. You're like, I'm making some targeted strikes in weird regions. I'm not familiar with the geography at all. Lindsey Graham's in the room cheering me on in both situations. You're like, I think this is costing me a lot of money. And I probably won't accomplish my objective. The only promise I can make is at the end of this, I will pull out and make a huge mess. That is a foreign policy joke.
That was a nice comparison, honestly.
Those comedians is like, you can't say anything anymore. Like, you kind of can. Like, you can do it. I mean, I'll leave it on YouTube, but here, the trick is don't have a job. That is the first trick, and a microphone does help. That's another thing. Because I had a guy come up to me after a show, and he was like, dude, it's messed up. You can't say anything. I got fired from my job for making fat jokes just like you were doing. And I go, what do you do for a living? And he goes, I'm a waiter. I go, little different, though, no? I don't know if waiters should be making fat jokes. Going up to a table, eating for 4 tonight, are we, ladies? Your boss's side.
Ooh, nice work there, pal.
What?
You fluffed out a little, didn't you, though?
No, I didn't fluff at all.
Yeah, if that's natural, I hope you take the big man upstairs every single night, because that is a piece of machinery, my friend. Probably do damage with that stick. It's an honor to take a lead next to you.
Oh, what the fuck, bro?
Tell you what, if we want to clean it up, why don't we just pop a towel on the end of that python of yours, have you walk around the floors a couple times. Again, honor working with you here.
Are you gay or something, bro?
Pay for that tang if you'd be kind enough to save some for me. And if there's anything left of it after that battering ram of yours goes to work on it. Hey, let me ask you a question. When you put that thing into duty, your face go white? Gotta take a couple gallons to fill that puppy. Mind if I get a little up close look at that beast?
Dude.
Ooh-wee.
Dude.
All right. Hey, I'll tell you what, if I was a doctor, you came in for gender surgery, I'd deny it. Couldn't spit in the Lord's face like that. No, sir. Sin to cut a baton like that off.
Hey, bro, can I just pee?
You always had that hammer?
Honestly, I had a pretty average one until I started wearing this fellas merch.
Real recognize real, my friend. Washing your hands is for pussies.
That was the best ad I've watched in a long time. Ryan Long for you. He is wild. He's a great comedian. He's super funny. And he is uncancelable. That was super offensive sometimes, but honestly, I find it super funny as well. This guy is not afraid of anything. He is roasting the left and feminist left and right. That was absolutely beautiful to watch. I super enjoy watching his comedy and his special. Ryan Long for you. Make sure you go follow him and subscribe to him. Link in the description below this video. Thanks for watching. I hope you had some great laugh with me today. I appreciate you being here as always and staying with me till the end. Thanks for watching and click right there to watch the next video and I will see you there. Bye bye.